Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Let's see. I just want to invite some friends here so that we can have a lot of people on tonight. So good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome to this Facebook Live. Facebook Live, where I would talk about Don't Wait, Outcreate. So, okay, I'm waiting just a second. Sorry, I'm waiting for Tugba to join me. I have invited her. Good evening again. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Facebook Live. This class, or not, it's not a class, but I will be translated in several languages, and I'm waiting for my Turkish translator and my Russian translator to connect. So welcome. I wonder if you would like to celebrate Valentine's Day with me and a lot of amazing people from all around the world. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I will start again. Just a second, because they are sending me messages all the time. And okay, so here we go. So I'll start again. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Facebook Live. And my first question for you tonight is, would you like to celebrate Valentine's Day with me in London and with a lot of amazing people from all around the world? So Valentine's Day is a day when people get together to show affection for somebody they love, and they are sending cards and flowers and chocolates and a lot of messages with love. And what if Valentine's Day can be about creationship? What if that day can be the day that you outcreate yourself? I recently came back a couple of days ago from an amazing class that I attended in Dublin with Gary Douglas and Dane here about relationship. And he talked about romance. Romance, he said, romance is the ability to recognize what the future can be. Romance goes to a future and not to a past. And romance is the greatest gift because you can believe in the moment and be present to see what is possible for a future to be created. So, I'm inviting you to attend this class in London, either live or online, that I called Don't Wait, Outcreate. And it is a class that is going to places and spaces to discover your ability, where you can make effective choices and live an authentic life. And to be able to do that, you have to be, it requires a capacity where you can be self-reflective and ask questions and practice with tools. And it also takes a willingness to show up as you and to embrace what is showing up and being kind to you. And to get that awareness of what is the point of creation, of your motivations, of the patterns of possibilities, but also the patterns of destruction. Because our life is really filled with choices. All our choices define the nature and the quality of our life. And becoming aware and more conscious, more consciousness, and more living in with conscious, from a conscious choice, and then take the responsibility, that is really a real freedom. And this is what can take you into the question of what else is possible, which means going for greater and greater possibilities. Our reality doesn't exist. We create it. So you are the creator for your reality. And if you don't get up every morning to create your reality, this reality will create it for you. And if somebody else is creating it for you, what will happen is that you will end up being defensive and without any choice. So when the fear and the pain and the defensiveness and all of that is coming up for you, it is usually a lot of stuff that is unconscious stuff. And sometimes it takes some detective work for it to discover it, what it is. And I would like to tell you that you have much more choice than you think that you have. And many of the choices that we make daily are unconscious choices. So how do we create a future? And what is a future? Is the future solid? Or is it just a whisper of possibilities? Or is it actually discovering you and your potential? The other day, I had a friend over in my house, and she just started a new business. And she asked me, so how long time did it take you to create your business, to write your book, and to actualize your classes and to have money? Well, the truth is that I never stopped since I started my business, which was 2010. It was now or never, and I'm never done. And I don't see that as time or money. I am looking at what else is possible here to create. And she said, oh my God, it sounds so difficult, but it takes so many years. So notice the energy here when we say it is difficult. So what is difficult? Difficult is a conclusion, it is a decision. And somewhere in her universe, she has taken the point of view that the future is being created from difficulty. And it is not. What if we don't use any more money as a reason and justification for creating our life? Because if you don't use money as a reason and justification, but go to the source of what is you, everything about money becomes actually just a byproduct. So if you are the source of creating, would you be willing to be everything that you are? And just do it, just move on, just take the next step and see where and what will show up. This is what it means actually to outcreate yourself. So what is it that you would like to create as your life? And when I say that, I don't mean that you should avoid money. What I'm talking about is that it is about the fun of creation and about asking for more. Because what choices can you make that will create your life? And would you be willing to take full responsibility for your life? And access that space of awareness where possibilities are showing up and you just follow the energy. So that you can put more and more energy into your creation and come to fruition in so many different ways by asking questions. So a question that I'm asking all the time when I'm putting energy into a project or into something, I ask, so what energy, space, and consciousness can me and my body be that will allow this to come to fruition with total ease? So notice when you ask that question, how the universe is opening up like more possibilities instead of going into the conclusion that it is difficult or it's not working. Because we are actually being guided by universe, and people show up in our life all the time to be the contribution. So when you ask a question like that, and if you are willing to follow the energy, you just continue to ask questions like, is this person that is showing up now the person that I've been asking for that will be a contribution to institute this project? So this is what the class is all about. The class in London is a set of tools and a set of processes that I'm going to use from Access Consciousness and also from my leadership program that I did. I'm also a certified trainer for trustful leadership. So I'm going to use some of the questions and many tools from that development program so that you can access and get what action and non-action, or what choice and no choice have you made regarding a situation that is not changing or that is not working for you. Just by tapping into that energy, just by going there to that point of creation and getting the awareness of how you created it, we can actually change it with the tools. Because by your actions and by your non-actions, the situation can actually be a contribution of not having money, or not creating your business, or not creating your life. And the question is more, what are actually the payoffs of this, having this unsatisfactory situation in your life? And I'm not saying that the class will be like deadly serious, because we will have a lot of fun and it will be a lot of play. And that is also a question and a tool. What and with whom can we play today? And in this moment that would make us money right away, that will be a contribution to our business. So I'm checking if any one of you have any questions here online, or you just want me to continue. I don't see any questions, but it may be that my phone is not. But anyhow, so what is it that you would like to create as your future? What energy do you have to tap into to create your own reality? So the program and the class will identify your personal goals, your values, your motivations, your strength, and we will capitalize on your strengths so that you can be more productive and actually access the vulnerability of your potency so that you can increase and get more of what you are asking for. So if this invitation of mine sounds like exciting to you, stop waiting for the money to show up before you choose. Make the choice right now. And because the choice that you are making now is giving the universe an information about that this is what I would like to create as my future, and this is what I would like to see show up in my life. And if you dedicate to that choice, things will show up and money will show up, because you are the creator of everything that you have in your life. And what is creation? Creation is that, choosing that will bring you more possibilities. Because you are awesome the way you are. And this is actually where creation starts, in this moment. You don't have to change it all immediately. just be the awesomeness that you really are right now. And when you acknowledge that about you, and you stop doing judgment, and you stop doing expectation and projection, this is where you take the step towards stepping into more and more and more and more of you. We can't change the past, but we can choose a future, and we can create our future. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you, please contact my host in London, Alan Jones. And the class will be translated in many, many different languages, in Turkish, in Hebrew, in French, in German, Hungarian. I don't remember all the languages, but please take a look into the event, and let's do it. Let's look at what is it that you love, what would you like to be the invitation for, and what is it that you would like to create, generate, and institute, and choose you and choose joy. So thank you very much for being with me tonight, and see you in London for Valentine's Day. Let's step into creationship. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a wonderful evening.